Hello everybody, this is MRG Mapping and welcome to my new video series. This series is going to be called Masterpieces in Mapmaking. It's a little series I want to do to show off some maps, farming simulator maps from FS13 onwards that I think are worthy of being in the upper echelons of mapmaking. Maps that I regard as that I look up to as a map maker, that I regard as masterpieces. A lot of these maps, unfortunately, were never finished. Many of these maps were leaked before they were ready to they were ready for the public, and which is rather unfortunate because they had a chance at being the best maps of all time, a lot of these maps, and the map maker kind of just stopped working on them because of the leaks, because they felt like the community didn't deserve them. But I feel like there's a lot of not like commotion. I feel like there's a lot of people who aren't realizing what really goes into making a great map. I mean, what is a great map? And I feel like a lot of people miss those little details that go into it. And I'm by no means, by the way, in this video calling myself a great map maker. I'm not even including my maps in this series at all. I think I've grown a lot as a map maker over the past year and a half, but I still have a long ways to go. So I'm definitely not including myself. And a couple other modern mappers. And we're focusing on the American side for sure. I don't think I know enough about European farming to really be able to analyze their maps and judge how realistic they are and how impressive they are. I know as a map maker, when I look at maps like by Oxygen David, I know immediately when I'm looking through it in Giants Editor, I know immediately like, okay, a lot of work went into this. I know he did a lot of stuff in Blender. He has all these external skills outside of Giants Editor that he's clearly utilizing to bring out a better map. And he's doing stuff that nobody's else doing, you know, innovative map makers like, what is it, Farmer Andy that made Hofbergman? Excuse me. Maps that are just like completely game changers, like Hofbergman, like insane scripting, stuff like that. Probably not going to get into that. Probably going to focus on American mapmaking and the American mapmaking community and the history of it. And we're going to go through a whole bunch of different maps. It's going to be awesome. And so we're going to start with, and again, like I'm not saying anyone's the best or anyone's the worst, but through this series, I'm just picking out maps that I truly admire, that I look up to, and that I think a lot of people agree are some of the best of all time, or could have been. I'm kind of putting some in there that could have been the best, but I'll reveal that throughout this series. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to start with Tennessee Valley 19 by DRModding or Dr. Modding. I don't know which way you want it pronounced, but this is the creator of the original UMRV map, Upper Mississippi River Valley from FS17. DRModding is an incredible map maker, especially with his DEMs, which is the basically the terrain. He and the waviness of the terrain, all that stuff. Digital elevation models, what DEM stands for, I believe. Incredible map maker. He made UMRV from FS17. He was my inspiration for creating El Cater, which is 30 minutes away from where UMRV is based. You could actually connect my maps and you could probably eventually connect my maps and connect UMRV with those maps, and it'd be one giant map, and it all would flow properly. But yeah, incredible map maker. I believe this map was leaked, and that's why he never finished it. There is, I'm not going to tell you guys where it was leaked, but there's so many people who are missing out on some truly great maps because they get leaked and never finished, and a lot of people don't know about some of these maps, which is exciting. So what am I trying to say here? DR, incredible map maker. I went through in Giants Editor, fixed some things up, like the clip distances, so the map performs better when I'm driving through it. and showing some of the things that I really admire. I haven't actually looked through the map in a while, like done a full tour of the map in a while, but incredible piece of work, DR. I hope you come back. I really do. And if you ever want me to finish this map for you, I would be game. I can do the field dimensions for you and everything. Fantastic map. Excuse me. Okay, so let's start with the truck, and we're gonna end up in town, and there's always performance issues in town because there's so much detail packed into the map. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy that first, and then I'm gonna pull up the menu here. So Patterson, Tennessee, I don't know. I've never been. I don't know if this is, it looks like this is all real. I'm not sure. Regardless, incredible work. Very much like UMRV. In fact, this is, I think, better than this could have been better than UMRV. Yeah, fantastic work. All of these are fields. All the dark shaded areas and all the green is trees. This is like, well, I'm just gonna show you. It's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic map. All right, so let's go. So performance issues around this area, I used to run into problems, but I think I have the clip distances mostly fixed so that it's not going to cause me too much trouble. So we're still between 50 and 60 FPS, which is nice. So yeah, this is the town. I'll try to edit this video as much as I can so that you know, it's not too long. Got an Applebee's over there. I mean, this town, it looks incredible. It really does. Obviously not using a street spline constructor for the roads, so that just like goes more towards how much he worked on this and how difficult that work is. There's another gas station. I'm not sure he was finished with this sale barn. Well, we can loop around there. Turn around in here. There's so much to look at. There really is so much to look at. It's going to be hard to pack into a video. I mean, maybe this video is just got to be like an hour long. I was thinking 30 minutes, but you know what? We really got to do the whole tour. So one thing that I should note is that when DR, I think, was making this map, it could have been a different map. Could have been Front Range, I'm not sure. It's got so many great maps that never came out. I don't know if he asked somebody to make this or somebody made it and gave it to him, but there are modular barn packs that everyone uses now. So these walls are all modular, and so that means, like, as a map maker, you can build all these barns. You can just build from scratch. Okay. Now these do run into performance issues. These barns using these, and a lot of people don't do it right. Like, the pieces tend to overlap, and you get this this flickering. Because the textures are trying to load in while these pieces are overlapping, and you just don't see that on any of the ones that he uses because he lined everything up dang near perfect. There's a little flicker there. No, maybe not. Maybe I'm seeing things. He lined these pieces up all perfectly and scaled them all properly, so that you can make whatever barns you want. I think I used this barn. I completely tore it apart, and you'll see this almost the exact same barn on Mercer County. It's just white, but a lot of this is yeah, I tore a lot of this apart to use on my map and completely reconfigure it and everything. But they do run into performance issues, I think, when the clip distance is too high and you're trying to load in all these pieces to the map or to the of the barn. But look at, like, the landscaping here, the concrete wall and everything. I think I went through, and these are individual. Yeah, you can see that's flicker right there. So these are overlapping. It's just not as noticeable here. You see that texture flicker in between these blocks? So that's a problem. Yeah, no, it's still amazing though. You don't even notice that when you're looking at this either. I try to avoid it as much as possible. So that's one thing that I feel like people miss. People miss, well, several things. I feel like when they're saying, "Oh, this map is amazing," and then I go through the map and I'm like, but there's so many things that are just sloppily done, you know. So that's one, texture flickering. That's what I call it. I don't know if somebody has another name for that. That annoys me a lot. But And so you can see it on that Tractor Supply code. I see how it's flickering. It's too close to that wall. So the hallmark of a pretty good map is avoiding that. Also, another thing that really angers me is not painting the ground correctly, not using the correct weight file sizes, and making sure that the grass is kind of overlapping the concrete a little bit. I know some people kind of like this sloppier look. See the edges on the paint there? It tends to bother me when it's not done as smoothly as possible. It is what it is. Some people are sloppier than others when it comes to that, but I need to stop talking about that. I need to actually, like, you know, actually show off the map. But I don't know who made this this shed. It's obviously German. The shop is incredible. I don't know if he had this for FS17 or what, but does he have the doors animated? No. Oh, maybe it's the switch here. He's got the trigger, but he probably didn't animate it yet. I mean, I don't think he's ever gonna come back to working on this map, but regardless, incredible shop here. Really cool. There's some things you can do as a map maker to change this so it's more American. Delete those signs off the walls or change them, translate them. Okay, how's the volume here? Maybe I need to. Oh no, it's good. It's good. I think that's good. Okay, so where do I want to go first? Probably further into town. Is this further? Wait, which way's further into town? Up this way? So this is just a small area. Gas station is. Now, everyone has problems with roads. I don't know if he made this map before Street Spline Constructor, but Street Spline Constructor makes life a lot easier, and Crossing Constructor. So, like, Crossing Constructor would make these intersections look a lot nicer. But, you know, you do what you have to do. There's some texture flickering, but he's got sidewalks. Houses. Like, look how fleshed out the map feels with backyards and everything. Here's the little back alley for these stores. Like, these, no one else does this. All you need is some deco foliage that you need to paint on the ground around these areas. Obviously the map's not finished. He never ended up finishing it, but like, still in its current state, this I would consider a dang near masterpiece. Pretty close. We got this downtown area. I don't know if I'm going too fast or not. This is my first time doing this series, so you know. You guys tell me what you like and you don't like about it. Here's the co-op. This is in Medicine Creek. I don't know if he got this. He might have. So you can see, that's going to be another common underlying theme, is you're going to see stuff from other maps that have influenced current maps, especially mine. You know, No Creek Farms, the modder, No Creek Farms, or the map from No Creek Farms, and others. Are these open? Dude, are these actually... These actually animate? I am gonna have to look at that, because this is cool. Does this open? No? I doubt anything's animated, but that's still... If those doors open... I mean, even if they're a separate object, I could probably animate it myself, but that's pretty cool. I know these doors animate. There's another shop inside there. I think he released this co-op thing as well, if I'm not mistaken. Let me get another sip of coffee. We're making good time. Okay, onwards. It's got these old buildings. I like these intersections, how you can, you know, turn. You have to do like a 90-degree turn, some texture flickering on the road there. Railroad. See, there would have been plenty of sell points on this map had he finished it. A lot down here near the river, at these various sell points. Wilson's Steakhouse. I think that was a new UMRV. There's this amazing shop right here. I'm not sure where he got this from, but oh, yep, that one causes a lot of FPS problems. This one does, because I've used it and deleted it. So, the motel. All right, we're heading out of town now. Not too much more to see. So we'll cover the north side a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit of loading problems here. A little bit of performance. You know, a lot of this is not difficult to fix, you know, should someone take up this project. There's a little bit of one thing that does bother me is the jagged, you can see that the grass, if you look at the edge of the grass here, right along the road, it kind of jumps. You see how it's like stair stepping? That can be a problem with having the grass, the fruit density image is just not sized correctly. That could be a problem with that. It kind of bugs me, but he does a great job of making sure that the grass is close to the road here, so it's not like any uncovered areas, which is kind of something I'm a very big stickler on. I feel like it's a kind of a mark of laziness. He's got the grass down the middle of the field entrance there. I do that all the time. Don't know if he was going to put a full fence here, but I like this. I'm almost certain that these are animated because I played around with these. Yeah, look at that. I don't know where he got that from, but I think that's awesome. I am going to use these gates on when I do like more of like a North Dakota, South Dakota map, or I have an Idaho map. Maybe I'll use it on the Idaho map. I love these fields. I'm probably going to show you a couple. I won't get to all of them. Just depends on how long we want to make this video. But yeah, I mean, like, tell me guys, tell me how you feel about videos like this, watching me oogle and ogle at other map makers and how good they are. It's personally something that I like to do in my spare time, is look at these maps, and see what other map makers are doing, what they've accomplished. And still not animated. Shucks. Oh, this one's animated though. Yeah, so like this pack, everyone uses these. I mean, this, you guys know this shed. It came from this, okay? It came from that building pack. Oh, he's got the motors. The fan is a different color and the motor's but does he have the belt? Does he have the belt? Let's see, because these fans they cause it is such a pain it was for me at least, to get these animated. Or reanimated, I suppose. But does he got the belt running on the fan at all? Or the I wish I could stop this fan from spinning so I could see. So there's a little a bearing in there that should be spinning as well, but I don't know if you can tell. It's actually making me a little dizzy, so I'm gonna stop that. Getting the fans animated are a problem because it's kind of complicated to explain, but oftentimes they share the same material ID, and when you're trying to put in things that rotate, use the mesh rotate shader, and when you apply the mesh rotate shader to something with the same material ID, you'll have the fan that spins, but then you might have another part that's spinning that you don't want spinning. But since it's tied with the same material ID, they're both going to rotate no matter what, until you go into the XML and change those and create entirely new material IDs. It's a real pain. So I love this shop. This is something that I should be doing, is decorating these shops like this, because this is awesome. I love this shop. I just, like, when I get to the point, like, where I'm almost finished with mapmaking and I gotta decorate, I'm just so burnt out that I'm like, I don't want to do this part. But this is what I should be doing, because this is incredible. What is up here? I don't even remember. There's nothing. That's still cool, though, that he's got that. Oh, this just leads outside. Okay. Oh, and a generator out here? There's so many ideas. If you're a map maker, like, looking at what DR does, looking at what, you know, Oxy, Mill Creek Farms, what they do is definitely helpful. And I guess, you know, me and JS mapping, if you want. But I feel like we're, us two, them, I suppose, us two, as in, like, mapping. I feel like, we're coming to our maturity, as in, like, we're getting to the point where, like, we can dish out good maps. They know how to do LiDAR stuff, which is insane. I don't know how to do that. I know how to do other things, though. So I love the decorations here. I don't think he's using the foliage script, so this is all painted. This is very, very evident when you can tell when people aren't using the foliage script. The foliage script will place everything randomly, whereas this is very evidently painted. I don't know if you can tell. It's actually making me a little dizzy, so I'm gonna stop that. The foliage script will place everything randomly, whereas this is very evidently painted. The foliage script will place everything randomly, whereas this is very evidently painted. And so that's that's so much work. But he didn't use like a whole bunch of different foliage. It looks like he just used, you know, the white flowers and then the bushes. So I think this yeah, I didn't include the pack. These are supposed to be the Bernie SES American Sheds pack. Honestly, this would have been very early in Farm Sim, so people wouldn't have known how to do custom animal placeables, or there wouldn't have been many sheds. I wish he would have done that instead of these. They're all white textures because I didn't include them. But there was supposed to be a barn here. I should have included them, because then you would have gotten a complete feel for the map. Maybe I should cut the video and do that. Okay, so I went and looked in the files, and it turns out the map is not pulling from the MW Hoff pack by Bernie SCS. In fact, it's pulling from inside the map, and I don't know where. I'm not gonna go through and put the textures back in and whatnot. So take these with a grain of salt. Some of these buildings, like the farm we were just at, there's no textures, but that's fine because I'm not really here for those buildings. That's not my favorite part of the map. The favorite part of the map is the fields, and obviously, if I were to work on this map at all, if I were given permission to work on it, I would most certainly change some of the farms. This is probably one of my favorite farms. He took pictures of this on his Facebook page, I believe. But I love this entrance to the back area of this farm. It's incredible. There's some smoothing that needs to be done, just a little bit, but I would keep it pretty much the way it is. There's a cattle yard back here. You guys know this barn. This barn is in Mercer County. Probably do some things to this yard, but I wouldn't change much. I would change the textures on the buildings a little bit. But yeah, this is how you get to this backfield. I don't know if there's another way to get to this backfield. Maybe there is. Yeah, it looks like it. So, oh, yeah, there is another way. Okay. So that's awesome. That little path behind. The one thing that I love about some maps is the paths that you take to get to the fields. This farm is one of my favorites. Obviously needs a little work, but it's fantastic. It really is. I wish it would have been finished. There's another building without textures, but and across the road, this little field entrance down here. Man, I really want to work on this map, but I would need permission first to release it. So without permission, I don't want to use all my time to work on it. But it truly is a really fantastic map. He has other maps that are similar and good as well. Oh, is this completely enclosed in a fence, this field? That's something I've wanted to do but never had the patience to do. So you could probably bring your cattle down here, and they could probably walk around in the corn stalks in the fields. That's awesome. I love that. These fields that these little fields that wind around the creek bottoms down here. This is what it reminds me of is Medicine Creek. Medicine Creek, incredible map. I will probably end up putting that in this series eventually. I have so many other maps that I want to show that people are not giving enough credit to, I feel like, or enough attention to. But it reminds me a lot of Medicine Creek. So, but regardless, fantastic. So a little field by the creek here, very similar. This is how I wanted El Cater to look, kind of like a lot of this is how I wanted El Cater to look. But that was my first map. It's the first time map making, and I didn't have this to use as an example at the time, and kind of wish I did. Still great though. Still just a wonderful map, and it's very bumpy. I kind of like that. Sometimes I get in the habit of over smoothing my maps. You guys probably just heard me drink that water because this mic picks up everything. So I do like the bumps, but when it gets like too bumpy where you're like, okay, this isn't that realistic, that's when it kind of bothers me. That's something I would edit. More fields through here. Where are we on the map? Oh, we're all the way, oh, we're close to the map border. All the way to the northeast. I think this was supposed to be another farm back here, not completed. Again, I love that these are on the hilltops up here. It's really cool. I don't know if there's any fields behind this, but yeah, this is one of the farms that was not completed. Not sure what he had planned for it. Would make for a nice small grain farm. There's a barn over there. I don't know if he had any fenced in area for animals up here though. Looks like he just put these buildings here and he had plans to make a farm maybe, but decided not to. Let's move on. I don't know if this truck is too loud or too quiet. It's probably too quiet actually. Let's bring it up a little bit. Let's bring up the volume just a little hair there. These are how a lot of there are some areas of Wisconsin that kind of look like this. I mean, there's a lot of areas of Wisconsin because all these trees are on like hilltops. They're like little island hilltops. There's a lot of that. What is it called in Wisconsin? My Wisconsin homies. Is that the doldrums? Is that what it's called or something like that? Another field entrance down to that field that wraps around over there. Gosh, this is just a perfect map to play on. I feel like this also didn't get very much credit because people like probably opened up the leak version, the few people who saw it, and they were like, "Whoa, the performance is awful." La, la, la. It was super easy to fix the performance issues on the map. It's not that difficult. There are some areas that do need to be tweaked. They may maybe reduce the amount of detail in them, but other than that, it's performing really well right now, and that's because I actually took the time to fix all the clip distance problems, which I'm sure DR would have done. Oh, more missing textures. The overuse of that shed pack is the one quip I have. I'm not a huge fan of that shed pack. It's wonderfully done. It's what we had at the time, but I feel like CBJ's sheds and CWJ's sheds, by the way, are the way to go for a lot of these. I think I missed a road back there, but that leads to the sawmill. There's not a whole lot to see back there behind us, so I'm gonna kind of skip it. Hope that's okay. Not a whole lot to see back there, I don't think, unless that leads to the dam. Oh, it might lead to the dam. Maybe I shouldn't have. Another little farm here. Plenty of places to set up operation through here. Nice little beef operation you could have here. I don't know if he just didn't. I don't know if he ever learned how to do the new placeable system for animals, like baking them into the map. Maybe he did. I just didn't add them or didn't take the time to add them. I mean, UMRV is fantastic for the dairy farm on UMRV. Absolutely love it. But this, I mean, he's got such a knack for making these feel so real. I just wish like they were functional. He's got such a knack for it. These little paths. I mean, look at this. This is one of my favorite fields back here. How would you even get to this? You probably have to drive through. Yeah, drive through. Open it up, drive through your crops. Like, look at this field. This is awesome. It's so cool how interesting these fields get back here, and that's it. And look at how like it's just buried in this hill back here. He did such a good job, man. I can't say it enough. Some of you are gonna be like, "Oh, Emergy, stop simping," but you know, like as a map maker, when they get a field like this right, I mean, like what is it, field 41 on Marksville? I always forget the number. The really crazy field on Marksville. That was a field where I was like, yes, this is an entertaining field to work on. It's interesting. It presents a challenge. It's kind of a maze. Or like fields like the one we just saw where they're tucked in the trees and it's a little bit of a challenge to get back there. Like here's another one. And it's like completely like sheltered. That's awesome. Man, I really should reach out to him and be like, can I finish this for you? Because I want to see it completed. The reason why, like, I do a lot of conversions and maps updates and stuff like this, because like these are some of my favorite maps. They're what got me into farm sim, and I want to see them carried on to the next game. You know, we really need a team of people who are converting maps. That's something that I'd like to see, is to take classic maps and convert them over. That'd be fantastic. All right, we're moving on. I love this road. It's a awesome little dip in the creek here. Probably need to put some like riverbank rock down there. You can probably find that. Another thing is his weight files. I went and checked his weight files, fruit density, cultivator density. It's all the right size for a 4X, which means no headaches. And yeah, it annoys me so much when that's done wrong. Unfortunately, I think Medicine Creek had that problem, and that makes me super sad. More amazing fields. This truly is the map that could have been. It could have been the knockout punch, really, for all other maps. I feel like I don't even think Medicine Creek competes with this. If it were finished, I can see what it would have looked like if it were finished. And if we would have just like taken out these other buildings and added in CBJ's sheds, oh, we almost missed the farm. You definitely, like, it would be there. Yeah, see, like, this is gross. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's like, maybe Tennessee, like the barns look like this. I've always wanted to use this barn properly, so he actually did a really good job with that one. But yeah, and they're all white texture. They look awful now, but if you can see the textures and everything, it just doesn't feel, I don't know. Maybe there's too much going on. Maybe it's too much noise. I don't know. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! 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 Come on! All right. Of course. Of course, this happens to me while I'm trying to do this. Nah, I don't want flight mode. There we go. Come on, flip. Thank you. These things always right themselves. They always do. All right. Back to the tour. I think we're getting close to probably one of my favorite farms. Maybe. Oh, the dam is. I think we did see the dam back there. Maybe we'll drive up to it. I'm gonna drive. I think this part of the map's not finished, like decorated. These hilltops need more trees. Now these trees are pretty buried in the ground, which makes me think that he created groups of trees and then buried them and then lowered them down. Maybe? I don't know if he used the he probably did use the Control B method for placing trees. I don't know what he's trying to do with that house. But yeah, there's the end of the map there. These hilltops just need to be decorated, that's all. Need more water. I'm dying over here. Okay. I'm back. Let's see, where are we? Oh, we're down in the lower right. I've never been, I don't think I've ever been up to the dam. I don't know if it's finished. Not entirely sure. We'll drive up there though. We'll check it out. We got time. We got nothing but time. Okay. Onward and upward. Okay. Little bumpy up through here. A lot of map makers, what they'll do when you got like a road that's super crazy, like what they used to do is they just be like, all right, screw it, we're just gonna make it gravel or something like that, and not run a road up through, because it's so difficult getting the terrain leveled and below the road. But now with Street Spline Constructor, like, oh, it's all super easy. Oh, I love this. This is, oh man, this is awesome. Are you serious? You guys believe that this is an American map that somebody made? It really just, it blows my mind. There's the reservoir. It's a little low up here. Just awesome. This map needs to be finished. It really does. And not by some, like, no offense, but not by like an amateur. It deserves better than that. It deserves to be like done right, finished right. Okay, so this is a turnaround area. Awesome, dude. This, ah, man. I hope he comes back and finishes it, honestly, because I'd love to see it. I loved UMRV. That's a lookout post. Oh my god. I'm gushing over this, man. I'm like fangirling. It's awful. Because it's like, it gives you so many ideas of what you can do. You know, I want to play on this map. That's the thing about it. Like, there's so many unfinished maps out there that you're like, oh my god, I want to play on that map, but it's not finished. He also had pictures of, I think he had a Colorado map based out of Windsor, Colorado, and a fictional map, and it also looked amazing. He had pictures of that on his Facebook page. He never released that one either, which makes me super sad. But DR, if you want it finished, you know who to call, buddy. I'll get it done. I gotta finish Lincoln Creek, but you know. I'm sure if we put it to a poll with my patrons, they'd be like, yeah, finish Tennessee Valley, please. What's this up here? Is this another farm? Have I been up here? Oh yeah, it is another farm. Yep, using placeable buildings instead of baking them into the map, which I feel like is the better option, really. Yeah. I'd have to go through and re-download the map just to see what he wanted to do with this area. But I honestly, I hate those barns, so I'm not gonna get too upset over that part of this. You guys might, not me. Like, it's little, it's like you can see this field tucked back here, and you can't, like, you're like, how do I access this field? That's the great part about maps like this. Like UMRV also does this too. Medicine Creek does this. You're looking at this field and you're like, how do I get back there? And it's awesome. That feeling of, I don't know, like not knowing, being able to explore the map. My maps don't have that feeling, really. Some of them do. I mean, there are those field entrances that kind of wind back through the trees to get to certain places. Marksville has some of that. I feel like there are some fields on Marksville that capture that feeling, but this map is just like constantly happening to you. UMRV had that, you know. It's hard to get that right as a map maker, I tell you. I feel like, yeah, well, I won't discuss the other maps we're gonna do. There's a rich person's place back there. Huh? Let's go check that out. There's a gated area. Oh, it's just a ranch, or does it go up here? Oh, well, there's a driveway back. Okay, so it's probably a big fancy house up here. I know he did this on UMRV. The Bluffs of the Mississippi had a pretty big house on it, if I'm not mistaken. Oh my god, this road is terrifying. Thank god you guys don't get snow as much in Tennessee, right? Or do you? I don't know. Oh wow, look at this. They got a basketball court. Oh my god. See, I just... this just puts my maps to shame. It sucks. I hate looking at this. I hate it. I bet it's got an amazing view of the tower. Holy crap. If I had my clip distance up, you would be able to see a lot more for sure. That's amazing. You see that? Oh my god, dude. Please come back and finish this map. If not, I will gladly do it. It's just, man, I'm sorry guys. I keep saying it, but like, I want it done. Again, masterpieces in map making. This I consider one of them. It hits all of those the feel. I feel like part of it's just like the feel of the map. It's just like, this feels like it feels like real life. It feels so well done. Okay, I don't know if that gate will open for me, so let's go down this way. It feels like real life, and it's just, it has that adventure to it. It obviously has replayability. We haven't even gotten to my favorite area. Yeah, be a great multiplayer map too. Okay, so the main, okay, so we still have like 2 more roads to explore. Okay, that heads into town. It's a crazy map. Okay, and I don't know if he would ever run the train through here. Maybe. The tracks don't look exactly smooth. He looks like he needs some curved track pieces to make it look good. All right, let's adventure down here. Lookout Mountain State Park. Wait, is this by Lookout Mountain? Or is this a fictional? Is this fictional? Was it Lookout Mountain? Was that Battle of Chickamauga? Chattanooga? Maybe this is based off of Chattanooga. In the Civil War. We'll keep going down here and we'll turn back that way. So this, I think, is my favorite area. I love that field. Going up to the hill there. I mean, I don't think I've ever taken that road down there. I think I kind of want to check it out. Let's go to the end of the map first and we'll come back down that road. I think it's been a while since I've been back here. If this is what I'm thinking. Ooh, I like this farm. I actually haven't been back to this farm. Maybe I missed this one. Bins are a little too big. Oh, but there's corn planted. Nothing that can't be replaced. I haven't even explored all the map, all of the like the roads that wind back to these fields either. So another thing, if somebody were to finish this, you really need to get to know the map. I feel like you really got to play on it. Maybe I'll play on it. Okay, what's going on down here? What is this? I've never been down here. So this is the bin complex that he used on Rolling Hills, and I feel like CBJ. Oh, this just wraps around. Oh, okay. Okay, that's simple. Back up here. Yeah, definitely, the map could definitely do with some field dimensions, but I think he's got a couple done. This is my favorite farm down here. I would replace these buildings, personally. Maybe not that one, I don't know. It seems like it's in the right... Well, maybe I won't replace all the buildings. I don't know. Excuse me. I'm on the verge of a sneeze. I love that the door is kind of just hanging off the hinge there. And there too. That's pretty neat. Wonder if he intended to put like a feed trough there, or maybe to load the animals up there. So well done. He always does such a good job with the terrain differences. Onward and upward. We're getting towards the end. We want to explore that other yellow road on the map. I don't know where this goes. Never been back here. What does this sign say? Road closed. Not for me. Logging operations. Oh, this is for all you logging fanatics. Private road, no trespassing. Okay, well, I own this property, so we're good. It's fine. It's totally fine. So I wonder if there's like a logging camp back here. Whoop. Oh, more buildings without textures. That's my fault. Sorry. He probably used the spline to spline this road just to get it right with this ridge on the side, yeah. Oh, does it go back here? Yep. Oh, this is so cool. Are you serious? I've never gone through here. Oh man, this video's getting longer and longer, man, I tell you. It's because he did such a good job, though. I mean, there's so much here, and you can tell the difference between my map and this map. Like, I mean, I can very much tell. I mean, there's some things that I focus a little bit more attention on, I feel like, but there are things that he focuses more attention on as well. And he just, he's packing a lot into these maps, and he does such a good job of it. And that's why I think it's better than mine. But I mean, I think I have yet to bring out my masterpiece. I feel like my candidate for a masterpiece map would probably be my remake of El Cater. So that just jumps off the map there. Okay, that's fine. I don't even know how to get back, so I just gotta follow the road here. I'm geeking out, man. This is an awesome logging area. I don't log, but this is the best I've seen. Other logging maps don't really get the feeling right. Some do, don't get me wrong, some do, but it's not a lot. This is just, you can see the patchy grass here with the forest leaves on the ground. See that? See how he textured this? This is as a map maker I'm looking at. Well, this is discolored. That's not supposed to be textured like that. So it's not supposed to be dark like that, I don't think. But you can see how he ran the brush through and deleted, like very repeatedly deleted grass throughout here, or maybe he just clicked to plant down the grass through here. So you get these patches in the forest where there would be like moss growing pretty much, or other very small, the non leafless plants, if that makes any sense. And that takes a lot of time, I'll tell you that. Your hands hurt, and hands, fingers, wrists, it all hurts after you do something like that. And he's not just, is he? Yeah, so, oh, floating tree, that happens though. So he's doing something that I do, which is a very easy thing to do, to decorate the forest and make them feel more secluded. Is he will, what's he doing? He's just painting these bushes along the edge of the forest, and he's lowering these trees along the edge of the forest, so it gives that air of mystery. But if you really walk through here, then it's not, you can see up to the top of the hill, right? Which normally you probably wouldn't with this dense of a forest, but this down here, when you're down here, it looks like that. Another, I think, efficient way, I think, of giving that feeling, because right now it looks like, you know, Bigfoot's in there. It's an efficient way of giving that feeling, I feel like. If that makes any sense. I'm not making any sense. Like, what is this? What is this? There's a rock that you had to drive. Oh my god, this is amazing. I'm geeking out. I gotta go up here, right? Oh my god, this video's been so long too. But there's a bridge. How are you gonna get your equipment over that thing? I don't even know. Look at this crossing. Like, look at this rock crossing. This is, oh my god, I need to do this on my maps. I'm so stupid. Oh, uh-oh. It's just like it's just you get lazy, you know, with some of it, and you're just like, that's gonna take time. I'm not doing that. But if you get somebody like DRModding and other modders who just like will focus, like just not do multiple maps, but they'll focus on one map and really get it nice. That's what I want to do with my remake of Elkator, but you know, still release multiple maps as well. I'm so lost up here too. I don't know how far we want to go back here. I'm gonna try to speed through as much as I can. Okay, so this might be the end of this road, but what's down here? Oh, the dam is down here, right? Can I drive through here to get to the other road down here? There we go. We keep going. I love that the rays of light kind of beaming through here. Does this go down to the creek? Looks like it does. Oh, it kind of stops. Okay. Creek. That's a river. That's not a creek. Oh, okay. So have we even? Oh my goodness. We haven't even gotten to that other yellow road yet. Let me know if you guys want the videos to be this long. I'm obviously geeking out, but it's also like, I feel like I'm maybe saving you guys some time from exploring it yourselves, by kind of showing you the parts that I like and that I feel like as a map maker are very are just very well done. There's some fine tuning for sure. There's some messes that need to be cleaned up, but the reason why I consider this a masterpiece is because it's just so, like this rock crossing here or the bridge crossings, like there's so much packed into it, and when you overuse details or when you become too detailed, obviously you can get bogged down and like things, I don't know, can ruin the experience, like a floating object or like a floating tree. But that floating tree, that happens, floating trees happen, but like that rock in it, that's amazing. There's just things that like these maps they do for you that other American maps they're not doing. And I know a lot of you are like, I haven't even gone through there, dang. There's another road up there. Oh, maybe that's to the field. A lot of you are like, oh, this is the best map. This is the best map. I really wanted to show you, like, from my perspective as a map maker, no, dude, this is a great map, you know, and show you guys like something that, I guess, like what I value. Everyone values something different for sure. Like some people love factories, you know, and they want their experience to be a certain way, and that's totally fine. I get it. This is obviously my opinion and everything. It's just my perspective of what I think a great map, what it should look like, you know, how it should feel. And this, it just scores high marks. This map really does. I wanted to go down this way, but I don't know what's down. I think there's just a house up that road, so I think this is the bottom of that road. That's a field entrance right there. That wraps around along the hillside back there, but we're a little short on time now. It's we're getting to be over like an hour or something like that. Pretty insane. That's a very pointy top of that mountain. Oh, it just wasn't loading in, so it's actually just an object. It's not landscape. All right, let's get to this this campground. I think that of all the maps that were never completed, this and maybe Wind. I mean, I don't want to talk about my other map making masterpieces, that videos that I'm doing. but one of them will be Wind Chaser. It's got to be Wind Chaser. This, of all the maps that were never finished, Wind Chaser and this were probably the top candidates for, like, could have been the greatest of all time. The GOAT maps. I feel like. The Wind Chaser, like, definitely needed new roads. But, fantastic. I know I watched plenty of videos of LBJ playing on Osceola. That looked like it could have been a GOAT map as well. Look at this park. Oh, this is the campground on here. This looks like we went camping all across the upper Midwest and Plain States this past summer. This is what the campsites look like. Even though this is Tennessee. See, this is where I kind of have a little quip because these the painting on the ground gets a little jagged in some points. And obviously the painted grass texture is not a fan, but hey, you would just park your RV up here and in these spots and get on. There was always a bench. Yeah, there was always a bench and there was always a fire pit. That's exactly what this is. Man, the squad could play on this game, or play on this map and have their little camping excursions. It's fantastic for that. Let's continue. I don't know what's up here. Lookout Mountain. I bet there's another amazing view that we haven't seen yet. Oh, yeah, look at that. It's even got the sign. Patterson Lookout Mountain. Patterson, Tennessee was the first founded by farmers and loggers moving west. The river bluffs became an important vantage point for both sides of the Civil War. Because of this, several battles were fought over Lookout Mountain. Okay, this is Chattanooga. It had to have been, right? Patterson's just fictional then. This looks a lot like Chattanooga. All right, last part of the map. We've had just a blast running through this map too. We gotta go down to that little yellow line on the left. I don't think we even got to the northwest part of the map, but I'm not gonna. It's not. If I remember correctly, there wasn't too much more up that way. Oh, actually, we didn't even get to the entire northwest part of the map. Dang. That's okay. You guys get the gist of it. There's just so much. There's so much to explore. I don't remember this farm. I don't think I ever saw this one. Looks like another grain farm. Okay. Okay. Let's go back here. Oh, a little bit of so this is how you know they're using individual pieces for their roads instead of using Street Spline Constructor or modeling it in Blender, is when you get a kind of a jagged. See how that's kind of, the road kind of pops up like that? That means he's using different sections of road and gradually, and that takes forever to do. Nice little entrance to that field. Again, another great looking field. I wonder what's back here. Have I been back here? Maybe I haven't. I think it's another unfinished part of the map back here that isn't fully fleshed out yet. By what I mean by unfinished is not fully fleshed. Fully fleshed out. Whereas the rest of the map, it seems to have a general idea of what's going on. I swear these roads you could probably pass through to the other side, to the other highway on the opposite side. Okay, I see a little shed here. Okay, so there was just a little farm back here. Could probably put a little field here. So that's pretty much it. I mean, the north, well, it's such a long drive up there. There's also not that much more to see up there. So I think we will end the drive there. Maybe I'll yeah. Not sure. We're reaching like an hour over an hour if I'm calculating it correctly. Maybe close to an hour. I hope you guys enjoyed the series. This video. I hope you enjoyed the series, the videos to come. Let me know if these videos are too long, if I'm geeking out too much to these maps, simping too hard on these maps, map makers. Let me know if you enjoyed it. I really think that there's so many great maps in Farm Sim, you know, you guys are gonna disagree, I know for sure, so make sure you comment, you know, about what you think are some of the greatest maps you ever played on. Subscribe to the channel, that really helps, so I can continue doing videos like this. Liking the channel, that helps, or liking the videos, sorry, not the channel. Yeah, let me know your opinions. I'm gonna keep doing this series for at least a couple more, just so I can show off my show my admiration for these map makers. Excuse me. So yeah. And with that, I'm gonna say goodbye, and I'll see you on the next one. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Ta-ta for now.